Hello you all, and before saying anything else, let me say my condolences to all affected by Hurricane Ian who lost friend or family or even property, or and also who lost their property or anything else in Puerto Rico from Hurricane Fiona as well. Well, it's a very tragic story in America right now. Hundreds, maybe thousands of houses destroyed and all of that. Well, luckily it came past Jamaica, but it spared us the blunt and didn't come directly on shore. So we got a lot of rain and a little wind, but it didn't come directly on shore. And I hope God continues to guide and protect us all who survived, and help us who were directly affected to bounce back and to move on. Although that's very difficult when you have lost. But again, my condolences. So what I'm going to talk about in today's video is that on Saturday the 1st, last weekend gone, today is Tuesday the 4th of October 2022. On Saturday the 1st, I went and collected a pair of hamsters, some siamese fighting fish for breeding, and I got an ice cream bean plant from Richard, one that he cultivated from his seeds. He gave me 5 seeds and mine didn't grow, as you saw. Whoever watched the video in which I was talking about that. These cages are cages I used to breed hamsters in, believe it or not, 10 or 12 years ago, and I've had them in storage. I'm going to spray them all with enamel paint because some of them are getting rusty. Even this bird cage, it's amazing how the plastic parts hadn't crystallized much. Only the mesh on the floor for this cage is probably not so useful. But this is a bird cage and it has shelves in it and a swing as well. I have all those parts, and I even have more cages. This hamster cage is a double layer, 2 floor, and it came with this treadmill that I took out and sprayed it a little black enamel paint to give the hamsters. They had it in there since Sunday. This is how I used to do it. Even a bottle can make their housing inside the cage. A lot of baby hamsters were born in this cage. I used to have the problem of, because the base is low, all the sawdust used to spill over the side. And this again is another hamster cage, which I'm going to put them in now, because I'm going to clean up and spray this bigger cage they're in. I'm going to put them in this. So I'm going to transfer some of the sawdust. I was going to put fresh sawdust in there, and the sawdust can't be cedar or pine. They're saying it's toxic to hamsters, so you have to use like oak, or there are a lot of other prescribed shavings you can use. So here I have some cracked corn and pumpkin seeds for the hamsters. They can eat like chips, all those things you eat as well. So the Siamese fighting fish, this is the male. I got one male from Norman, or Bobby, the guy I mentioned in previous videos, or you will hear of now. He is a paraplegic. He had been in a wheelchair for maybe over 30 years, and he does his ornamental fish keeping business in his yard. He breeds pet fish, and he's the guy who taught me to cut glass and build my own aquarium. I promised to go one day in this week and help him to do some cleaning up some tanks and such, because you know he can't manage everything. He needs help. When I'm mobile, it's even better, because I used to help him a lot at that time. So let's transfer these hamsters. Alright, let's put this up here. Let's put these back. Put this here. So here is the ice cream bean plant Richard gave to me. It's doing nicely, green and lush. Seems to have good root structure. And I tell you, it was hectic. I brought all these things on taxi. The bags with the fish, a backpack on my back, an umbrella on my back, a big parcel umbrella. I put a shoelace on it and wear it on my back. I had the box with the hamsters in it. It was very hectic. And I got another exotic plant as well I didn't speak of. This is a mangosteen. We pulled this out of a potting tray he had and dropped it in the pot there with the ice cream bean. So I brought it home and I potted it in here. And these are some grape cuttings I got the other day, and this is surely, remember, I'm not certain of the grapevines I have so far, what variety exactly they are, although I was told they are the elongated purple variety. I don't know what the name is, but I'm sure these are actually Italian wine grape, red wine grape. So I set some in here for them to sprout roots, and then I transfer them to pots. And the strawberries, they aren't doing great down here because it's the cold wet season that's very humid, and they aren't getting great amount of sunlight here, and they're getting a lot of water, so the balance is wrong. So I'll have to take them onto the roof for now. I want to get some sunlight. All of those I planted. I detached from the mother plants and planted in the smaller pots. They died. I know it may be because the potting style I used is too acidic, too much manure. Maybe if I use just normal shifted soil, they would have germinated. But I detached most of those that were attached to mother plants as well. Attached to umbilicals. This one is still attached to this. It's in this pot and it's attached to the mother plant just the same. Okay, I'll have to sever them soon in order to not lose all of my strawberry plants. I'll have to change their environment, their location for the time being. Put them onto the rooftop. Shed my last of you. taken off the axle in order to get it out. I won't put the fed mill in this smaller cage. It has one in there. I bought some cleaning equipment from hands-free equipment and I need to use them. Test them out. So watch this. They will come out for some pumpkin seeds. Come on. Yes. Even these waterers, they are from like 12 years ago. I bought them in Montego Bay when I went to deliver some hamsters to a pet store. It has a ball here in this metal spout, and when they push on the ball, the water drips out. It works perfectly well, just even now. And I have about 4 of them, and you can put a bigger bottle on them. There are certain bottles that can be screwed onto the spout that are bigger, I used to use for like rabbits and stuff. So this is a female, she's paler in color. Pumpkin seed snap. This cage, here's the treadmill. It mounts to the side of the cage. You can go up into here, go a hole right here on the background, and this is where they can sleep. So they go through here. And this can hold these 2 hamsters comfortably for now, because they are not fully mature yet, they are not fully grown yet. They are about near to half the size of what they can get to. Let's put her over. And they are reasonable, they are tame. We can pet them, because people used to complain about my hamsters, because my hamsters used to be aggressive, because I used to breed them and I didn't used to interact with them very much. These, Richard was telling me that he bought 1 female hamster for his daughter, and then they had her for a little while, and she actually produced 4. They didn't know she was pregnant from before leaving the pet store, and she had 4. and he gave away 3 of them and left 1 male. And the 1 male and the female that was there reproduced again and made 10. So the 10 they made now are what I got these 2 out of. But what I'm going to do, I'm not going to inbreed. That's breeding from the same family, brothers and sisters. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the pet store, get another male and another female, so I can put the other male with her. That's if they're not even reproducing already, because I don't remember for sure, but hamsters reproduce very early, like about maybe 4 months or so, I think, or 5. I have to research that again. Come guy, you're not coming out. Alright, let's put this snack in here so she can continue eating. And you can give them, see her going up the top part of the cage. She will soon find it convenient to go inside there, where they will sleep, or even in the treadmill where they exercise. Hamsters have 2 pouches in either jaw, so they can store a lot of food. They will just pick up all that food. She picked up a lot of that pumpkin seed earlier and stored it in her pouch. They're normally buried somewhere, and they'll go back and dig them up periodically and to eat them. Hamsters are acrobats. You'll see them swinging on the cage like they have hands. They use those front legs like hands. They'll be swinging all about, flicking all about, somersaulting. Hamsters are acrobats. I mean, sometimes I really sit and watch them. Not coming out. She's exploring her new space. And I put them in this smaller cage so I can keep them in the house for now. I normally used to keep hamsters in my birdhouse or aviary. Here I have my bird cages and everything else. But it's broken down now. Start experimenting with the treadmill. Sooner or later they will get used to it. And they will soon outgrow this stage, because this is for small to medium sized hamsters. So remember I told you, they get twice as big as what she is now. As if she can even fit inside there now because she's fat. See? It's normally for 1 hamster, I think. For now they can both be in there. Because they'll be warm and comfortable. Because there's going to be no sawdust in there, so they will even bury themselves in there. I'm going to spray up all these cages, and this one I need to find the base, which is a deep plastic, hardened plastic base, and there's a plexiglass slide that goes into these 2 slots that goes down here in the front. You can just lift up to do services or anything like that. And this treadmill normally goes on the top floor. And the top floor can be adjusted even higher. So folks, peace, love and prosperity. Take care. And this is your friend and brother, say big kid saying see you later.